make fun of him for banging that girl. Meaning, like, your friend fucks a girl, you don't make
Yeah,
fun
yeah,
of her.
I
You make
understand the
fun of her.
question.
And what put a number on that for you?
Say like a 4.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So 6'7" is pretty good. Okay. I got you. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Continue with your story.
So you're missing the point that all I'm
No,
doing,
that's
all
the
I,
point. That's the
huh?
point is what is she like? What's her face like?
No, of course that's the point. But also, I'm out there shadow boxing. I'm target practicing. Like I have no intention of trying to pick this girl up. I'm just seeing what I got. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in her.
You're sparring.
That's all.
You're sparring. You're sparring.
Like
Shadow boxing by yourself.
if she's like, hey, can I get your number? I don't even think I would give her my number. I mean, I wouldn't definitely take her number because I'm not going to call her. But I want to talk to her and just fucking spar.
That means that you, just for the people out there, that means he would give her her number, and he would take her number, and he would reach out to her.
That's what I'm saying. Now, if there was no strings attached, then then you got to keep her. But
do you know how
I
to
don't know. I'm just
see?
I had
Here's
no
the
intention of doing anything.
So let me also fill in the gaps. Jimmy is a handsome guy. Okay. And what that means is that he's never actually learned how to you learn how to fight in a ring. He's never actually had to learn to fight in the real world. The way you pick up women, you have to go to a person who isn't handsome, who had to learn how to do it without being good. You have to learn from somebody like me who had to work for it and learn how to do it properly. And people like you that were pretty, you just waited till, hey, whenever they came to me, I just took it down. No, you don't know how to hunt. It's like the difference between different animals.
100%.
A cheetah can just run everything down. You were just a cheetah. You just run
Dude,
everything.
no, I didn't have to run everything down.
No,
I
no,
it was it,
for you, it was more like a crocodile. You just sit there and they come
I
to
just
you to the
sit there.
water.
I sit there, and then now
Yeah.
I can't talk to a fucking 6 without getting all nervous.
You don't have to get nervous, man. Here's
That's what happens when you're born rich or good looking. You get
it is.
fucking
You don't learn the skills.
you're
Let me
used to
help.
being in that domestic setting, and they put you in the jungle and you're fucked.
You've become domestic. You become one of those wild cats that doesn't know how to hunt anymore. Now, if they don't feed it, a carcass, you can't go hunt anymore. So let me help you with this. This is important for your children. It's important for everybody listening. Every conversation is a sparring session. It's a chance to have fun. And the
Yep.
most important thing in a sparring session is to establish dominance. You have to establish dominance in the sparring session. Because what do women want, right? They want
They want
competence, and somebody who can take care of them. They don't want anybody who's insecure. These are all like the ifs, right? So they want you, no matter what you look like, to come over the top and take dominance and assert dominance and to show that you're a man of value and maybe even to make them question whether they're good enough for you. In the pickup artist books, they call it a neg, which I think
neg, yeah.
which I think is kind of a disgusting thing. Because if you get a girl that you have to neg, then she really doesn't feel good about herself in general. But if you're gonna fuck her, neg her, neg
Yeah.
her. Wait a second. Negger sounds really bad. that that
Dude,
that
come on.
sounds really fucking bad.
Are you serious?
Neg a space dash her.
Her.
You nigger.
Oh,
Nigger. So what you got to do, and I got a good one for you. Whenever you meet a girl in public, Just be like, I see your hands. Because you first thing you do is all hip. They want it, you get thing. Can I see your hands real quick? Flip them this way. No, that way. No, this way. No, that way. Like fuck with them a little bit.
All
You're
right.
smart. Smart. And then say, let me see under your nails. Do you got any dirt under there? I see some dirt under there.
Oh,
Now all of a sudden, derailed. You've now won the argument. Just say, hey,
wow.
you're a very pretty girl, but how's your credit? You won the argument. Now won the argument. Listen, can you cook?
God,
Do you have-
this is Jedi mind shit.
This is how you win. This is how you spar. When you spar, you gotta spar to win. You have to establish dominance. You can't just walk in and be like, what you did, explain to the audience what you did. What you did is came in and said, so what sandwich do you recommend? You've now given a woman who can't make a decision.
I didn't say
Bitch, what sandwich do you want?
I said, I didn't say what sandwich do you want. I looked at the meat at the
meat.
At the menu.
Yes.
And I was talking to myself in a way that I was kind of talking to myself and talking to her at the same time. I was like, God damn it, I don't want to get the same thing. And I said what I get, some fucking Sierra bullshit. And I was like, what are you getting? And she's like, oh, well, I'm getting the pesto, blah, blah, blah. I was like, is that any good? And so she blah, 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 blah. It's wonderful and the pesto and the bullshit, which pesto sucks to begin with. And I know that.
Pesto's fantastic when done right.
Pesto sucks.
Terrible, terrible, terrible when done wrong. And the differences are, it's a very big difference between good and bad, and it's both the same thing. It's disgusting when done wrong, and so amazing when done right.
I didn't like it on the sandwich, the fucking turkey pesto, whatever bullshit.
Oh, it sounds terrible. Yes.
But you know what I hate more than even pesto, and I really don't like pesto.
Women with bad taste.
Is paninis.
Paninis are terrible.
Yeah. I hate them. I hate the texture. I hate that's not how I want to eat a sandwich.
No, it's terrible. Get a grill. Even if you flatten it out on a grill, like a grilled cheese,
and
much more texture than a panini. A panini is it's like for people that are braille, like they need to be able to read their fucking sandwich and be like, what's my sandwich trying to tell me? It's dry. Yeah. It's dry. It's hard. And it's just flavorless. It's not like it's adding value to the sandwich. It's literally just a dried, hard sandwich with texture.
I mean, at some point, the reason, this sucks to admit,
but
the pressure of her suggesting it is what made me buy it, knowing that I wasn't going to like it.
The reason that happened is because you ceded power and control in your conversation. The reason that happened is because you cannot go to a woman and ask her to solve your problems. Women are useless. Completely fucking useless. There's very few out there that are useful. Okay? I have one. I married it. All the rest of them, not so much useful. So you need to understand that going in. You can't go in and go, I'm going in soft. You have to actually go in and understand that you're talking to a useless thing, that if you took it to a cheesecake factory or put it behind the controls of a Black Hawk helicopter or had it flying a Delta flight into Canada, it's not going to be able to, or parallel park or solve a simple mathematical problem. It's not going to be able to do any of these things. So no matter how pretty it is, no matter how nice its ass is, no matter how it shakes its butt on an Instagram thing and goes, oh, I can dance to a song. You have to understand you have the upper hand as a man. You have to understand arrogantly. You have to be so chauvinistic, that you understand that you have the upper hand.
Close the door.
And you have to. You have to go in as a chauvinist. If you are not a chauvinistic prick going into that conversation, you stand no chance of controlling that conversation. And if you don't control the conversation, you stand no chance of going home with that girl. That's not true. That is not true. What I just said. You can go home with that girl if you play the whole beta card. And if you play the beta card where the girl's now in control, where you've now ceded control to the girl.
I
And
mean, if that's your thing.
And no, it's not if your thing. If you come across an alpha and you're going to play the beta, your life is hell. You have now lost at life 100 times out of 100. It doesn't mean that you can't date an alpha woman, but in order to make the relationship work between an alpha woman, you can't be a beta male. It'll last for 2 to 3 to 4 years, fall apart. You have to be over alpha the girl. You have to make your alpha the sub alpha and respect that she's an alpha. Like my wife is an alpha. She's
What
an
about
alpha.
it? What about equality?
Well, at that point, it's fully equal, right? Like my wife's an alpha. She's a fucking.
Oh, so she agrees, and so she has her roles, and you have your roles,
We respect each other's
and
roles.
you respect each other's role. That's how it works.
Do not fuck with my wife. If I cross that line, I do not fuck with her. You don't fuck
There
with
you
her.
go.
She's
There you go.
but that's a strong, powerful woman. The rate, but you have to. She could not be with a weak male. She couldn't. But she could also not be with a male that didn't realize she was a strong woman. So if you meet a strong woman, you have to meet them halfway. What you can do when you're out in the wild is actually realize that you have the control and the power and ask them if they have dirty nails and ask them how their credit is and say, how are your feet? Even if you don't like feet. Let me take
I want to tell you something. There's a fucking bummer. Are you done?
Yeah.
Sonny just came in and told me George Foreman passed.